Yep.
So my name is Simon Garfield. I'm a trustee of Mass Observation. I first came across, well, I first heard about it, gosh, probably 20 or 25 years ago. I didn't really know where it was or quite what it was. I just sort of knew that, you know, people had got together in the mid to late 30s and they began talking to ordinary people, and then there were diaries, and that's all I knew. But about 10 years ago, an editor at Ebury Random House said to me, a colleague was aware that Mass Observation was this fantastic, untapped, or almost untapped, treasure trove of fantastic life stories, really, and material about people's lives, both during the war and directly after the war. And would I like to come along and have a look, with an air maybe of producing a book? Anyway, so I went in, and classically, and I always say this, my jaw kind of dropped open. This was before it moved to the wonderful new keep where I am now. And it's just, you know, you are just confronted by beautiful, beautiful selection of people's lives, often in their own handwriting, often occasionally typed, which makes it easier to read. And I went in there and I thought, okay, well, what can we do with this? And I don't know, I spent, I think, weeks and weeks and weeks just immersed in this fantastic material. And then 3 books eventually came out of it. The first began post-war. I thought the war had been done, but then I had to go back and look at these people's lives during the war. I used 5 diarists who kept journals pretty much from the beginning of the war up until the sort of, you know, at least the late 40s. And I sort of tried to paint a chronological picture of the time just as war broke out up until 1948 in the end, when the NHS was formed. And I tried to paint a sort of history of that time, but through these lives. So you got involved in what was happening, but also what was happening in the individual lives I interviewed. Anyway, since then, I've used it intermittently. Another trustee here says that Mass Observation is, if you're a researcher or a historian or just interested in real life and you know what people think about the world, it's the gift that keeps on giving, and that's really what art it is. And you never get bored of coming here. So now we're in this beautiful new building called the Keep, along with lots of other archives, and fantastically easy to access. It helps, I think it helps, you know, you don't just come along saying, oh, I just want to look at something to do with the war. It helps if you maybe think about a particular thing or a particular sort of type of region that you're interested in, or a topic, and that's nice. Although you can just come here and have a look around. You can access the digital archives first, and then have a look at the kind of, you know, the material itself. And it's just a kind of wonderful resource. Sound like an advertising marketing executive now. It is very easy to get to. It's near Brighton, a place called Falmer, and everything else I'm sure will be on the website and easy to access.